But then we were talking about it coming up. Like I miss wearing leather jackets, and I can't do that here. You know what I mean?
How did you have to like find your like fashion sense, or was that something you just always knew from the get-go?
I've always dressed pretty punk, I guess. Like I was wearing like Avenged Sevenfold t-shirts and stuff in middle school, and like, you know,
Did the girls like that?
No, but we're you know,
But the
rock
music,
rock and roll forever. What was that? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
At the end of the day, like growing up in metal,
Yeah.
growing up in the metal space in Ohio, like definitely had an influence on my fashion. I've always loved just, you know, individualism in fashion, and I don't know. It's just another form of self-expression. I feel good when I wear stuff that I feel good in. You know,
and the tats too. A lot of.
Thank you, man.
How did when did you get them? Like, do you have any stories for any specific ones?
Yeah. Actually, basically all of these. I got to put some lotion on this guy. This I got after the tornado. This I got after the tornado. This was kind
tornado.
of yeah. So one of the kind of the beginning of the end of Nashville was the tornado that ripped through East Nashville. March of 2020. It hit our place.
Like your home?
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah. It hit our place, like demolished the apartment building right next to us. It was a very, very scary time.
Were you with your whole family when that happened?
I was with my ex-girlfriend and an old friend.
Wow.
We were living together, and we all ran into the basement bathroom. We were in a townhouse complex, so it was like a very crazy moment. I was sitting in the room that like got hit.
Really?
Like as we were running down the stairs, the glass explodes, and like branches and stuff start flying in and stuff. It was absolutely crazy. And so at that point, I hadn't started working on my arm. I have one tattoo on the back of my neck that was the Dreamer and Son logo. But I got this as my first one on my arm.
And that was a traumatic experience, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Movie-like in a way, but still like.
Yeah, I still can't believe it happened. I mean, it was really an insane moment, and it was a pivotal moment because it was kind of the beginning of the end, but it was also the beginning of what pushed me to come out here.
Yeah.
And so I got this to, you know, I survived it. I survived feeling that the world was falling apart.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let's go.
That's beautiful.
And so then I just started filling out. This is funny because I got this because my dad was visiting Nashville, and we were driving by the RCA building.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, like he was telling me the story about their logo, which is the gramophone. I think the full picture is like the gramophone and a dog, and it's called His Master's Voice. And I guess the story is that there was this like, I'm gonna paraphrase this terribly, but the story was like there's this traveling musician from like the early ages who would play a vinyl recording of his voice whenever he left for his dog.
Wow.
And my dad was telling me this story. We're driving by RCA, and I'm like, this is super sick. A year later, my little sister signs to RCA.
Wow.
You know, and I'm just like, all right, boom, done. Like,
so you got that after she is.
I got this before. Yeah, I got this before after he told me that story, and then Parvy signed to RCA, and I was like, this is crazy.
That's manifestation at every level of the family.
Yes, dude, it's so crazy. It's so crazy, man. And
how did they react to it?
Just me getting a tattoo?
Yeah.
You know.
So a little bit of chaos?
Yeah, I had to. But this was like par for the course. Everything that I've done that they've been like, what are you doing, has been part of like.
Yeah, they're used to like.
Yeah, exactly. They're used to me doing like whatever. So I just started filling out, and there was these things. My grandma passed away, and cobras represent immortality in culture. So I got that.
You have some Bengali writing on there?
Yeah, this is my mom's maiden name.
Oh, wow.
This is Roy.
Roy is her maiden name?
Yeah. So both of the bands that I were in were kind of plays on my last name.
Really?
Dreamer and Son is DAS.
Oh, wow.
And then Roy Juno was it was kind of a combination of this keyboard that I used to play, the Roland Juno.
Wow.
My mom's maiden name.